It's my privilege and honor to welcome Stephen Siciliano here, who is going to be taking over as the Nazzaro Center Director. I know he's going on in that process right now, but I thought it'd be great to have him come here and just introduce himself for those that may not know him and talk about what he plans to do. So thank you again, and please join me in welcoming Stephen to the
Thank you, John, for inviting me. I appreciate the offer. Just quickly, for those of you who do not know me, I was born and raised here in the North End, and just kind of give you a little bit of history about my work experience. I started my public service in this very building almost 30 years ago now. So I was a youth worker here, so my life has come full circle. From there, I became a probation officer in the juvenile court, where I worked for almost 19 years, from a probation officer to the chief of probation. And for the last 6, I actually have been the chief probation officer in South Boston District Court, working with adults. So as you can see, I have sort of a well-rounded background in terms of working with families and communities. So my focus, obviously, and has always been and always will be, working in the best interest of children and families. And so that's kind of my focus here. We're in exciting times right now with the new park being built very soon, and as well as hopefully the new center soon thereafter. Not sure of locations, but I think there's a meeting next week so we can have conversations around that. But I'm hoping the center gets built in the next 3 to 5 years, probably more like 5 years, I'm assuming. But I'd like to have it sooner rather than later. But some of the things that I would love to do is I'd like to expand our daycare type centers. I want to expand all the services that we have for our seniors. I want to expand substance abuse education and prevention, career building, resume building, just stuff like that, job skills training, stuff that we really don't do right now. I think because space is limited, and that's why it's very important for us to get this new center up and going, because we need to really service the community in a way that it's never been serviced. So I'm excited to be here. I'm happy to be here. I feel like this is my place, my home, and so I'm raising my family here, so I'm very excited about all this. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask now, or if you want to, just reach out to me. I'm sort of in transition right now. I'm still sort of the chief of probation. The city is taking a little time and kind of dealing with the paperwork aspect of it, but I've been kind of filling in off and on. But hopefully soon in the coming weeks I'll be here full time. So thank you very much. I appreciate all your support and cooperation in the future.
If anyone did have questions, I
just want to add, I've been to a number of public meetings with you in your new role, or your soon-to-be new role. I got to say, I'm really excited about the ideas you have. You've got a lot of good ideas, a lot of new ideas. I love the energy, love the enthusiasm. I think it'll be wonderful. I think you're a wonderful choice, and I'm really happy for you, and happy for the neighborhood, happy for the kids who come here, and happy for the families who are going to be relying on the new Nazzaro Center, that you're the steward of leadership when it comes to the center. So welcome aboard, and thank you for your service, and we're looking forward to working with you going forward.
Thank you, Sean. I appreciate it.
Anyone else have any questions for the director? Yes, Maria?
I'll second what Sean said.
All right. Anyone opposed? No. So thank you again. I appreciate it. And he did bring some registration forms for the nights, so they'll be available at the Nazzaro. We're looking forward to a really fun season. They've been great the last couple of years, and we're hoping to go along his point of expanding. We want to expand the nights too, so we want to make sure that the boys and girls in the community have availability to play in that great league. St. Leonard's Knights, formerly CYO, now BCA, but same kind of idea. So definitely let us know, because we never have a difficulty really with filling the boys teams, but sometimes the girls teams have a little bit of struggle, and it doesn't help them for not having a full roster. So we really want them to benefit from this league and need the folks to be on board with us. So I encourage you all to join. It's a great time. We have a lot of great coaches that are really committed. Your brother was a former one at one time. I did it last year, so please definitely join us.
Just adding that, John, too, we also have an in-house basketball league too, which is on Thursdays and Saturdays. So anybody has children, they're more than welcome just to sign up. You don't have to be a member of the gym or the center. You could just pay a registration fee. It's only $25, and it goes for like over 3 months. So it's get a lot of bang for your buck there. And John has taken over as, I don't know if you know this, but John has taken over as the athletic director for the CYO league. So I'm kind of helping him along a little bit, but he's more like doing most of the work. So I appreciate the effort, because otherwise, if we didn't have John as an athletic director, we probably wouldn't have a CYO. It would be very difficult, because I'm coming in at the 11th hour. So thank you for that, appreciate it.
Thank you. Can you remind us of the dates for in-house again, like for sign up and everything? That started already, I
Yeah,
believe?
it started already, yeah,
So-
and we're starting, I think it's the second Saturday in November, I wanna say like November 9th or something, I can't remember the day off the top of my
Okay,
head,
so
but-
definitely be sure to sign up for in-house.
What are the age ranges
For which one?
for in-house for the nights?
Well, I can speak to the nights. We start at 3rd and 4th, so it's 3rd and 4th girls and boys, 5th and 6th girls and boys, 7th and 8th girls and boys, and then we have older kids up to 17. And there's certain different requirements in terms of when your birthday is, but those are those groups. They travel, so we do have a lot of games here that happen to come after the in-house, so most times, I don't think the leagues really interfere with each other, but we do have other games that are outside the Nazzaro, of course. The in-house, I think, is a little bit younger, right?
Yeah,
In terms of,
I think it's like 10 up to like 16, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just like learning myself about it, but yeah, and it's on Thursdays and Saturdays, so Thursday nights and all day Saturday.
right.
And Stephen, are we continuing the league that you
Instruction.
coached last year?
The instructional league,
Instructional.
and 5 and 6-year-olds
The
are
little
doing the
kids.
instruction as well, so,
Yeah.
so yes, we're still doing that.
Yep.
So
And where do they play their home?
the age brackets, the nights, the CYO games, the age brackets are different, so the high school kids, if you will, and the 7th and 8th graders right now is currently in East Boston at the Pino Gym. We're trying to secure another location, we're working on that, because that gym the gym upstairs, as you know, is kind of too small for those kids, they're much bigger, and it's a lot, and I don't think CYO wants us to play the games upstairs.
No, I think the 7th and 8th are kind of, 5th and 6th are a little bit, they're almost at the cusp, they barely fit in there, so, but they're allowed to play the 7th and 8th, and above, we have to get a different court. But like Stephen said, we're, hopefully you can resolve that, we're still working on a lot of details.